If there's an existing mortgage on the property, but the seller has a lot of equity in the deal, that seller can also finance the equity to the buyer. They would have a separate note in place and make payments through a title company usually, but those monthly payments would go to the seller on top of the buyer taking over the existing payments on the current mortgage. So it's a way for a seller to also earn interest on their equity and earn more over time. It's also a way for a seller to avoid a big hit on a capital gains tax. Depending on how much equity they have in the home, there's tax implications for selling and having a big windfall of money come your way. So when you turn it into an installment sale like that and you're just receiving monthly payments, there's less of a tax burden, and it's beneficial to a buyer because they don't have to go through all the hoops of jumping through all the underwriting process of a traditional bank loan.
What sort of interest rates are they typically charging?
The seller finance stuff is all negotiable, and it's totally between the buyer and seller what an interest rate would be. I would say typically in the 5 to 6% range. That's a way that they can make it more appealing than where rates are currently. But they also have a lot of leverage, because if someone really wants the house but they can't qualify for a bank loan, they can justify a higher interest rate. So a lot of wrap mortgages or wraparounds where a seller will wrap the existing note, some of those interest rates might be 9 or 10%, and they hold all the cards because they own the asset and it's the buyer who wants to get into it. So they can justify a higher interest rate, and buyers are typically willing to pay it if they really want to own the property.